자, 메인캐 갑시다. 교장 선생님 이야기. 니안 패치 제럴드 교수가 지도 내실에 나타났다. 니안 패치럴 대화합시다.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
호그와트야?
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with
그래?
anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand.
네, 호그와트
Very well.
교장은
We'll find some way to get in.
Good.
아무나 할 수
I
있는 게
shall meet you
아닌
in
거
my
아니야?
portrait there. Until then.
건물 두어급은 돼야 할 수 있는 거 아니었어? 어떻게 저런 애가 들어왔지? 신기하네.
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office?
피그.
Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
요, 안녕하신가. 여기 데미가이즈도 있네.
What do we have here? A demiguise.
아니, 대화하러 왔는데 대화가 안 돼.
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't polyjuice potion require a bit of the person you want to change into?
그걸
And take
챙겨오라 이
ages to brew.
말이겠지.
It does.
So how do you already have polyjuice potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless
뭐야, 이
trip to
자식도 뭔가
ministry
꾸미고
on his
있었구만.
behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more.
뭐야, 나 교장이 되는 거야? 오, 교장 됐어. 아하.
How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon.
틀은 뭐야?
How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
피그 이
Now, to find
자식도
the
조금 뭔가
headmaster's house
수상한데?
elf.
뭐 좋아. 호그와 교수하고 대화하라고 하네요.
Professor, a moment of your time. Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
안녕하신가.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only you'd asked me about a particular potion, and well,
I did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
I assure you, Sharp, you may speak freely.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student
맞아?
deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
맞아
I
이거?
do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
좋아요.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the ministry.
또 딴 사람 만날 것
I heard the
같은데?
headmaster approaching.
누가 말 너냐?
Gareth! Mr. Weasley! What are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I am watching you, Mr. Weasley. Mr. Redding, who owns Honeydukes, tells me some of his billywig stings recently went missing. Prime potion ingredient. And I know you fancy yourself a skilled potioneer.
애들 다 만나는 것도 재밌겠는데?
Sir, I haven't been anywhere near Honeydukes.
Bah! That's enough from you. Just know that I have eyes and ears everywhere. On your way, Mr. Weasley.
아 재밌는데?
Well, there's one for my diary.
아예 걸어 줄만하네. 언더크로프트는 여기 왜 들어가죠? 세바스찬 있나? 뭐야 세바스찬 없어? 에이 실망이야. 여기에서 세바스찬을 만나는 거를 생각했는데 없네.
Professor Black,
뭐야?
how are you, sir?
Mr.
Womanist.
Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with bubo tuber pus makes a fine mustache paste. Yes, mustache paste. I find.
뭔 말이야?
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you, I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical
왜 근데 눈을
diagnosis,
못
I shall head
맞으시냐?
to St. Mungo's.
뭔가 좀 이상한데?
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
시리어스 연기 뭐야?
Professor, a word?
뭐야?
Professor Black? Again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch.
개최 취소해?
We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are
이건
quite
선택지가 없네.
impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports at the Ministry about you.
Good idea. I can even provide the parchment should you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great
연회장에
Hall.
있구나.
Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kagawa.
What did we do to deserve him as a head?
You call that a shine on those boots? Do better.
제발 그래주세요.
The headmaster. I hope it's not about
얘
anything
오랜만에
I've...
Miss
만나네.
Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible, sir. I've seen them near the library. In fact, they help me with my, heavy books.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
My mother sent me a howler after I got a paw on my family.
얘는 대화 안 해주나? 얘 여전히 곱스톤 혼자 하고 있네. 불쌍해.
When I witnessed what passes for magic in these halls, I...
Professor, a word, please.
아,
Hello,
제일
Professor Black.
위험한 사람
Professor
만났다.
Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh, very
연기 개
well.
못해.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
그렇구만.
Well, yes. He's handling some official ministry business for me.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly
별로
on
안
Professor
했는데
Fig's behalf.
밖에서
I've heard
한 세네 번
unsettling rumors of their escapades.
숨어
Everything from
들어갔다고?
sneaking into the forbidden
정정당당히
forest to
들어갔다고?
confronting
무슨
Ranrock's
소리야?
loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Thank you. But I'm happy to look into...
Good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
좋아요. 아무 얘기도 안
A
해.
wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
좋아요.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
자, 다들 밥 잘 먹고 있나?
What a wonderful job Scrope is
뭐 하고
doing.
있어 이 자식?
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
감히 내 말에 돌을 달아?
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir.
한쪽 귀 어떻게 한 거야?
Scrope begs
좀 불쌍하다.
forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
아, 이게 뭔데?
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is
비슷했네.
always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir.
Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
뭐야 왜 트름하고 난리야?
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. Ahem. Attention, students! I hereby decree that the Great Hall be forthwith decorated in the elegant banners of Ravenclaw.
아 도망가! 약효가 떨어지고 있어.
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
자, 뭐 이제 어떻게 해야 돼? 피급 교수한테 가야겠죠, 이제?
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure. Revelio. I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
책에서 뭘 찾게 되나요?
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
그거
I
되게
suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald, can you hear me?
I am here. In this place.
니암하니까 니암 리슨 같다.
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not in this place as in life. Death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
들키지 않고 가라고? 이걸 어떻게 안 들키고 가?
I should have run when I could. I'd be free by now.
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. I need to time this just right.
빨리 저리 꺼져.
I see. A staircase straight ahead.
이런 건 좋네.
Death.
연출이 되게 특이하다.
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there. best move while I can. Neve must be here somewhere. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
아, 여기 어떻게 가? 내가 하긴 요렇게 가지.
That's where I need to go. But I need to find a way past them.
저쪽 좀 봐주지 않을래, 친구야? 뛰는 게 안 되네.
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you.
다른 게?
I need to turn back. There's no getting past it. That door closed tight. No way but forward, I suppose.
여기 맞아? 이거 왜 안 들키는 거임?
Now's my chance.
지금이 기회라.
That's the way forward.
신비한 망토.
Can this be?
투명 망토다.
I think I'm invisible.
아, 저쪽이구나. 근데 투명 망토랑 투명 마법이랑 뭔 차이지?
They can't see me at all. I
아,
can get closer to them.
투명 마법은 가까이 가면은 들키는데 투명 망토는 그딴 거 없네. 그냥 안 들키네.
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
You have run death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
이거 그거 아니야? 죽음의 성물 그 거시기 지팡이? 떡갈나무 지팡이?
I've never felt such power.
Revelio.
설마 나 떡갈나무 지팡이의 힘을 얻어버린 걸지도.
Revelio.
그냥 스킬만 쓰면 되는데 평타 자꾸 퍼가지고 많이 맞네. 쿨타임이 엄청 짧아. 기술이. 지팡이 딜이 엄청난가 봐. 아 이거 문제가 뭐야? 어디 갔어? 트롤 왜 사라져? 빠이 왜 이렇게 데미지가 약하냐? 아이씨. 물약 10개나 썼네. 네.
A single stone. This must be for me.
You are far from finished. Pass through the mourners ahead. Nothing is what it seems.
She's gone.
Dear sweet Neve. Dead.
뭐야?
Neve. Why? Let us always honor her memory.
May her memory be a treasure to us forever.
다 좋은 말만 하는데 왜?
We won't be the same without her.
뭐야? 뭘 의미하는 거지? 미암이야?
You found me,
뭐야?
but you cannot
살아있는데?
undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
모래 마법? 니암 피츠 제럴드의 기억보기. 지금
But there is
그
no light
죽음의
without
성물
shadow, as there is
중에
no shadow without light.
그 마법사의 돌
Simply
빼고 다
because you
나왔거든.
can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should.
다음 나오는 건 마법사의 돌인가?
Remember that as you witness my memory.
보통 여기 앞에 상자 같은 거 하나씩 있었는데. 자, 니암 피츠 제럴드의 기억 봅시다. 안에 뭐가 들었나?
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Neve, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
선 넘네 얘.
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
마약하는 것 같아.
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
얘 왔네. 세 번째는 좀 쉬웠다.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3
산
trials?
바카르. 바카르 어디서 많이 들어봤는데?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
이제 반응이 네 번째다 보니까
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some
그
sort of
코멘트를 다
power,
외워버렸네.
and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
옆에 있는
I can assure you,
좀
Professor,
걷어봐.
I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration.
별거 없잖아.
I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
뭐 교정이 저래. 끝났다. 그래, 이게 떠야지. 로딩 중이었나.